My name is Masaru Yamada. I'm a 30-year-old factory worker. I work for a certain company that makes parts. I used to work on a construction site, but I hurt my back and changed jobs 2 years ago. Work has been going pretty well ever since I started at this factory, and I get along with all of my colleagues and managers. Everyone's pretty friendly, and I'd say that it's a pretty ideal workplace. I consider myself to be fairly lucky to have such a good job. I'm so nervous about tomorrow. I wonder if I'll be able to sleep tonight. Tomorrow, I'm going to see my girlfriend, and we're going to go and visit her parents and let them know about our engagement. My girlfriend Minako is 25 years old, and we met 1 year ago at a group date that my friend hosted. We hit it off right away and started dating soon after we exchanged numbers. And then, just the other day, I proposed to her, and luckily for me, she said yes! Anyway, I've got to introduce myself and show them that I'm not a weird guy. I've got to show them that they can trust me with their daughter. This is to get their blessing. I already heard from Minako that she still hadn't told either of her parents that we were engaged. She told me that it was because her dad was old-fashioned and was pretty annoying about her having boyfriends. But ever since hearing that, I've been even more stressed out about meeting him. The next day, I headed to Minako's parents' house on my own and rang the doorbell.
Masaru, you're here. I've been waiting for you.
It's good to see you. Sorry for being late. I was so nervous I began to stutter, but I couldn't turn back. Minako led me through the house, and her mom came out to welcome me with a smile.
Oh, you must be Masaru. Welcome. You don't have to be so nervous. Here, come on in. My husband's in the living room.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me. I was able to feel a little more relaxed thanks to Minako's mom's welcome, but the second I stepped into the living room, I found her dad sitting on the couch with a frown on his face.
What the hell do you want?
What?
Hey, Dad, don't say that.
I'm so sorry about my husband. He's old-fashioned. Don't mind him.
Okay. If I was gonna be frank, judging by his appearance and the way he spoke, he was just a typical stubborn old man, and that didn't help with my nerves. I just wanted to run away and never come back. It's lovely to meet you. My name is Masaru Yamada. I brought some sweets as thanks for inviting me to your home. I hope you like them.
Oh, how thoughtful. I know these cookies. They're delicious. Thank you so much. I've been dying to eat them again.
I don't want your stupid cookies.
Then you don't have to eat them. It's as simple as that.
I'm sorry. I can't do this. How am I supposed to tell him that I want to marry his daughter? But I guess I can't blame him. I don't think I could get along with a guy who wants to marry my only daughter. I've got to tell him everything I can about myself.
So, what do you want? Hurry up and talk.
Honestly, Dad, do you really have to be so impatient? Whatever. So this is my fiancé, Masaru, and that's it. I don't think I have to say anything more.
I can't believe you're going to get married. I'm so happy for you, sweetie. Right, honey? Isn't that wonderful?
Hey, you. What do you do for work?
I work for Moni Factory.
You work for Moni Factory? Ha! That's the subcontract factory that works under the company I work for. Well, it's not like I know anything about it. I work for sales, so I have nothing to do with contracts with other companies.
Oh, you do? What a small world. It's thanks to companies like yours that we actually have work.
Yeah, you better be thankful. You'd be nothing without us.
Honey!
What? I'm just stating the facts. If it weren't for the trading company I work at, the factory he works for would be bankrupt by now. They wouldn't have any work if it weren't for us.
That's not true. Besides, if it weren't for the factories making the parts you need, then you wouldn't be able to sell anything. Your company is just as reliant on them as they are on you.
Yeah, as if. We have plenty of other factories we can order parts from. We have no need for any particular factory. Minako, what I want to know is why you hid that you have a boyfriend from us until yesterday.
I didn't tell you because I knew that you'd react like that. I didn't want you getting on my back.
You're going to break up with him sooner or later. You might as well have told us sooner, and then I could have gotten rid of him sooner.
I'm not breaking up with him.
What's so good about this guy? He didn't even go to high school, and he's working in a factory. You graduated from college, and you're working as a registered nutritionist. You should be dating someone who has a higher education than you do, and earns more than you do, too. You shouldn't settle for less, Minako. I bet he doesn't even earn the average, working at that tiny factory.
Well, I can't say that I earn a lot. I make enough to cover all of the bills, and I can provide for Minako without any problem. Even if she were to lose her job this month, I'd be able to take care of her and support her completely.
So you can support her financially, but you can't afford to let her live in luxury?
Masaru's going to become CEO of the factory one day. His dad owns the factory that he's working for, so it's already definite that he's going to be in charge in the future.
What's there to be so proud of? He's just going to become a slightly bigger fish in a small pond. It's just a subcontract factory.
Honey, do you really think that you're in a position to brag? You've been section chief for years, and there's no sign of a promotion for you. CEO sounds much better than section chief.
What? That's different. I'm section chief in a major company. I earn way more than some unimportant CEO in a pathetic subcontract company.
Oh, before I forget, Masaru, tell us about your family.
Minako's mom was considerate enough to change the subject, but I could already tell that her dad wasn't going to like the answer to that question either. But we're gonna be a family. I can't hide something that important from them. I only have a dad.
Oh, really? What happened to your mother?
She left us when I was still a kid. I don't really remember much about her. According to stuff I've heard from my dad, they divorced, and my mom left the house when I was just 5 years old.
I bet she left because she got sick of living in poverty. Am I right?
Well, yeah, that's the reason, and my dad told me that when I was still 5 years old, the factory ended up in so much debt that they were on the cusp of going bankrupt. At the time, my parents had been working hard to cut down on costs at home, and my mom left when she couldn't take being poor anymore. My dad and I were left to endure the lifestyle that came with cutting down costs to the bare minimum on our own. But no matter what he had to go through, my dad was always cheerful and positive. He took good care of me. I never felt like I lacked anything, even if we didn't have any money. The only thing that troubled me was that we didn't have enough money to afford letting me go to high school. I had no choice but to start working right after I graduated from the 9th grade. I started working in construction because I wanted to help my dad with paying the bills. And then, after years of working our asses off, the factory's profits have gone up, and it's in a pretty stable condition. That's why I decided to start working with my dad in his factory after I hurt my back and changed jobs.
What? So I was right? Sorry about that, but that's just typical. Your dad can't be any good if his own wife left him, and I can't expect anything more from you if you're his son. I bet he's exactly the good-for-nothing I think he is.
That's enough, Dad. No matter how much you complain, we're getting married. We don't need your blessing. Anyway, we've got somewhere to go, so we're leaving.
Minako grabbed my hand and pulled me out of the living room. We walked towards the front door when...
Masaru, I'm really sorry about my husband. I think he was just saying all of that because he's upset that Minako's leaving us to start her own family. He's just lonely and can't accept reality. But I'm happy that you came to tell us. You've got my blessing, that's for sure.
Thank you. I'll come and see you both again.
Yes, I'd love that. Thank you for coming.
I said my thanks to Minako's mom, and we left much earlier than planned. It sounded like Minako's mom was on our side, and her defending me was the only reason I had managed to leave Minako's parents' house without feeling completely dejected.
Masaru, I'm really sorry too. I didn't think that he would react that badly.
It's fine, or so I'd like to say, but to be honest, I don't feel too good. But I'll just have to work hard to get him to accept me and accept us.
Thank you, Masaru. Oh, look, there's a jewelry shop. Why don't we take a look? We've got to buy our wedding rings before the ceremony, and we need to find a photographer to take photos of them for our invitations too.
But we don't have your dad's blessing yet. Are you really sure you want to start preparing for the wedding?
Don't worry, I just want to take a look. Besides, we're going to get his blessing, no matter what it takes. And I'm going to marry you, even if he's too stubborn to accept that we love each other. Either way, the wedding is happening, so we can ignore my dad and start planning.
All right, if you say so.
Oh, I just love this ring. That pair of bands will come to $50,000.
What? 50,000? I heard that the average is around 8,000 to 15,000. Why is this pair so expensive?
This pair is from a designer brand called Moni. They're a world-class ring designer. Of course, if you let me know what your budget is, I can show you some rings that are more suited to your price range. How about this pair over here?
Oh, I don't know. I like this one better.
Wait, I'm working in a factory, so I'll hardly ever be able to wear it. You won't be wearing your ring when you work, right? You gotta handle food.
Well, yeah, but I'll wear it on my days off, and my friends will be asking me what wedding ring I got. It'll be so embarrassing if all I get is some cheap 1-carat diamond ring.
I guess so, but wait a second. Hang on. Since when was Minako this desperate for a flashy diamond ring? It's like her sense of money has suddenly gone numb. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, so I get that she's excited, but if we end up spending $50,000 on our rings, then we won't have enough money to spend on our wedding day.
Fine. Then how much are you okay with spending?
I don't want to ruin your mood. I just think we should keep the budget in mind. We should buy things that we can afford. There'll be no point if we end up spending all of our savings on just the rings.
What? Our savings?
Huh?
Wait, I thought you were going to pay for our rings and for the wedding ceremony on your own. Are you going to make me pay too? You gave me that engagement ring, so I thought you had the money to pay for everything else too.
Well, yeah, I proposed, so that ring was a present for you, but wait, what? Wait a second, let's just calm down and how about we go outside and take a breather? I was totally confused. Minako was pretty much announcing that she wasn't going to pay a single cent towards our wedding, including the rings. So that meant that I would have to pay for the venue, food, her wedding dress, and my suit using just my savings? I mean, I wish I could be the type of guy that didn't let her have to lift a finger, but considering the total that it would come to, it was obvious that I wouldn't be able to manage it. And I couldn't understand why Minako thought that it was a matter of course that I'd pay for everything. This was going to be a new chapter for both of us. Minako, I'm sorry, but I can't cover all of the fees on my own. It's a little harsh financially.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't mind paying a bigger half, but I thought that couples would usually split the bill on occasions like these. Minako didn't say a single word. She just kept on staring at my face as if she was thinking about what to say. What is it? Is she gonna dump me? Is she thinking of a way to say that she doesn't want to marry me anymore?
If you can't pay, then just say so. I wish you would have told me sooner.
Huh?
I mean, I have my own savings, so I can pay for half. And even if we spend all of our savings in the wedding, you're going to be CEO in the future, so we'll be fine, right?
What? It's likely that I'll take over the family business, but I think you have too much faith in me. I was worried about how to react if Minako suddenly demanded that I pay for everything, or if she suddenly told me that she didn't want to get married anymore. Honestly, I was surprised that she'd been thinking that I was going to pay for the entire wedding alone, but I'm just glad that we managed to work things out. There was no point in bringing it up over and over again. A few days later, I went to visit Minako and her parents again.
What? You're back? No matter how many times you come to visit, my answer is still the same.
But I can't back down that easily. I promised Minako that I would try until he gave us his blessing.
Honey, do you really have to say it like that? He's working so hard for Minako's sake, just to get your blessing. I think that shows just how much he really does love her. Don't you think that's more than enough to accept him as her fiancé?
Ha! If he really cares about Minako, he should break up with her and leave and never come back.
No, I can't back down, sir. What is it you don't like about me?
Everything.
Dad, don't be mean!
It's fine, Minako. I can act tough, but it really is frustrating that he won't give me a chance. I wish he'd hold back on the punches a little more. I know that there's a lot you don't like about me, but do you think you could give me more detail? If I can fix it, I'll do my best to change.
To start with, I don't like that you're just a factory worker. What are you going to do for work if the companies you have contracts with go bankrupt?
Then we can always start developing products of our own. We're skilled in manufacturing whatever parts we're asked to make, so I'm sure that we'll be able to find another contract elsewhere. More importantly, what would you do?
What do you mean?
I mean, trading companies are pretty much just middlemen. If I decided to take a contract directly to a company that needs parts, then there'd be no need for you and your company.
What?
Well, I personally hope that we can continue business on good terms, and I really am grateful for all the work we've gotten these past few decades. So I don't want to have to say this, but everyone is at risk of losing their jobs. You never know when your company might go bankrupt too.
The history of our companies is completely different. My company was founded just over 100 years ago.
Our factory has a lot of history too. It's been passed down over a few generations. So I think we've passed the 120-year mark this year. However, there are plenty of companies that have only been doing business for a year and have been making millions of dollars. So that doesn't really matter.
You don't even have a mother!
Yes, I don't. And?
You grew up in a single-parent household, so you didn't grow up with enough love or attention.
That's just a horrible prejudice.
Honey, that's enough. Will you please stop? You're embarrassing us.
You stay out of this!
And then, all of a sudden, a phone started ringing in another room, and Minako's mom excused herself before going to answer it.
Masaru, forget about him. Let's go.
No, we've got to get his blessing. Do you think I can borrow your toilet for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
I left the room and headed to the bathroom. I managed to argue back to all the things he said this time. That's a big leap from the situation we had last time, but I'm worried about how he'll treat me after Minako and I are married. Minako and I were planning to move in together after we got married, but because of the distance from both our workplaces, we're going to be living in a house that's pretty close to her parents' house. If I ever go out and end up bumping into her dad in the neighborhood, or he turns up at our house to shout at me, I can't even bear to think about it. We're still months away from our wedding day, and I'm already depressed about our married life. But no matter what kind of guy her dad is, it doesn't change the fact that I love Minako. I think I can get along with her mom, so I never thought about wanting to split up. But when I returned from the toilet, I overheard something shocking.
Seriously, Minako, what's so good about that guy? The factory he works at might go bankrupt by the time he becomes CEO.
I'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But right now, I haven't met anyone else who's just my type. Don't you think he's pretty handsome?
Huh? Handsome?
What? She likes me for my face? Is that it? What does she mean by bridge? Is she going to leave me if I don't become CEO?
Yeah, he's good looking, right? We're going to be stuck with each other for the rest of our lives. I'd die of embarrassment if I had to get married to some guy who looks like a creep.
Well, yeah, I think it's important to be conscious of the way we look, but Minako...
Anyway, my husband's got to be hot. Think about it. I don't think I'd be able to stay with him if he ended up looking like you when he gets to your age. I don't want to be with a guy that can't age well.
What?
I want a husband who'll look good even when he gets old. Someone like George Clooney. I want him to look young forever.
Does she seriously only love me for my face? I don't mean to brag, but I was pretty popular throughout elementary and middle school. I always got a mountain of chocolates every year on Valentine's Day, and I got asked out almost every day when I was in middle school. Shockingly enough, I even got scouted to be a model when I turned 18, but I refused the offer because I couldn't imagine myself being a model, and I didn't like the idea of having my photo taken. I doubted that it would provide a steady income too. Though there might have been a 1 in a million chance that I could have become a major success and made a fortune.
Anyway, his face really is my type. I don't think I could find another guy that looks as handsome as he does. You just don't understand because you don't have the kind of looks that Masaru does.
I waited for a chance to enter the room and found that Minako's dad looked angry, but also looked as though he was a little shocked by what he had been told. He had a strange frown on his face and didn't say a word to me as I sat down next to Minako. Thank you for having us. I think we'll be leaving now. Hey, I overheard you and your dad talking, and did you really choose me because of my face? You just like the way I look?
What? Oh, that, yeah.
Huh?
At first, I got close to you because you were my type, but that's not everything now. I love you for more than that.
Minako? Really? Thank God. You don't know how happy I am to hear that.
Don't be so silly. I just said all that because Dad would never stop complaining unless I said something as shocking as that.
Right. So it was on purpose? I had been pretty shocked by what I had heard, but it turned out that it was just Minako's plan to get her dad to accept our engagement. And then, 1 week later, I was spending a day off at home, reading a book when... I've been using most of my days off going to Minako's parents' house to see her dad, so it doesn't feel like I've rested at all. I can finally put up my feet and relax. Ever since overhearing that awkward conversation between Minako and her dad, I'm not sure if he's still against us getting married, but Minako's mom assured us that we could just ignore him and go ahead with planning the wedding. She told us to leave him to me, so I've decided to trust her with dealing with Minako's dad, and I've been focusing on planning the wedding with Minako. I should probably get more cleaning done around the house. I've got to look for some photos to use for the wedding too. The moment I thought to get started on cleaning, the doorbell rang, and I headed straight to the front door. I wonder who it is. I took a look at the monitor for the doorbell camera, and found that Minako's dad was standing outside my door. Judging by the looks of things, I doubt he's told Minako or her mom that he's come to see me. I was worried about what might happen, but I decided that it was best that I let him into the house.
This is a pretty dirty house.
Well, it's just my dad and me. It might do with a woman's touch, but we do our best to keep it clean. So, can I ask what you're doing here?
I decided to come here to warn you again. I don't want you marrying my daughter. I won't give you my blessing, and I never will.
We're not changing our minds, no matter what you say. And we're not minors. We can get married without your authorization.
No way. I'm not letting my daughter marry someone as useless as you. You can't have her.
I may not be a match for you in terms of skill, but at least I've got my looks, right? Minako wants to marry me. I was a little annoyed by his sudden appearance, and I couldn't help but be a little sarcastic.
You little... Minako wouldn't be in love with you if you didn't have that face. She wouldn't have made such a stupid decision to marry a low-salary middle school graduate like you if it weren't for your looks. That's all you've got going for you. It's your fault she insulted me too. It's all your fault!
All of a sudden, Minako's dad lost his temper and took his unreasonable anger out on me by punching me square in the face.
If it weren't for this face of yours, Minako wouldn't be getting married!
I flew backwards into the bookshelf that was behind me, and the strength of the blow led to several books falling down on me hard. A vase that was on display also came crashing down. What the hell are you doing? Will you quit being so— I'd been hurt pretty badly, and blood was dripping from my nose, but I couldn't care less about that. I felt that if I didn't make my point right here, right now, I would never be able to get his blessing for our marriage. I felt that I would just end up living in fear of his opinion.
So what? I don't plan on giving my daughter away to such a weak guy!
You asshole! I used all of my strength to get up and face him, but he just pushed me backwards once more, and I fell to the ground. The next moment, I heard footsteps entering the room from behind me. I came downstairs to see what all the noise was about, but what on earth are you doing to my son? Masaru, are you okay? Masaru, you're hurt? Look at all that blood. Dad, I'm okay, but I think I feel a little faint. My nose hurts really bad. I'll call an ambulance right away. It's going to be okay.
What? You're going to call an ambulance for something as small as this? He's fine. It's just a scratch. How overprotective can you get? My daughter doesn't need a pathetic guy like you for a husband. You must be Minako's father. You almost let your company go bankrupt, and your wife even left you for being so poor. I don't need the son of someone like you marrying my daughter and embarrassing me. You're both losers. I don't need a good-for-nothing like your son ruining my daughter's life. Minako's gone and graduated from college, and she's got a degree in nutrition. She's too good for him.
Oh, Suzuki, what are you doing here?
Huh? CEO? What are you doing in a place like this?
I came to visit a good friend of mine. Yamada and I both like tropical fish. It's a hobby of mine to collect angelfish and take care of them, so I came to take a look at the fish Yamada's been keeping. We often go out fishing together, and we've been good friends for a long time, ever since our companies first started doing business together.
What? That's impossible. But he's just a good-for-nothing. Why would you be friends with someone like him?
Shut your mouth, Suzuki! Our company only managed to grow this big because of Yamada and his factory's efforts. His factory is the only one on this side of the country that can fulfill all of the difficult requests made by our clients for the parts they want, no matter how complex the specifications are. If Yamada's in charge, we can provide our clients with whatever bespoke equipment they need.
But isn't that just a coincidence? It can't be thanks to him.
I don't have any right to tell you what for about your daughter's marriage. However, I'm not going to stand by and let you look down on one of our biggest business partners, who also is a dear friend of mine. It's unforgivable!
Whatever could you be talking about?
Don't play dumb with me, Suzuki! I witnessed the exact moment you shoved him! Masaru, I'm really so sorry. I wish I could have stopped him from hurting you, but I didn't make it in time.
No, it's fine.
Anyway, I'll have to take steps to deal with you appropriately. We'll discuss your punishment back at the office. You better start looking for another job!
No! Also, you're under arrest. Don't you dare try and escape. What? You can't do that! You're not the police! Didn't you know that private citizens can make a citizen's arrest? Either way, I've already phoned for the police, so it's only a matter of time before I hand you over. You're not going anywhere before then. What? But I haven't done anything! Hey, let go! Let go of me! I can't shake them off! I spent my days carrying heavy loads at the factory. I probably got a lot more grip strength than I look. I'm not letting you get away. Wait, I'm so sorry! Please, forgive me! Let me go! Did you really think that I'd forgive you? As if! After that, the police arrived and took Suzuki into custody. Everyone besides myself was escorted to the police station for questioning, and I was rushed to the hospital. I had cuts on my cheeks and forehead because of the vase that had come crashing down on me, and I ended up having to get stitches all over my face. But that wasn't all. It seems that my nose had broken because of the hardback books that had fallen. Due to having hit my head when I fell back, the doctors advised that I stay in the hospital for a few days so they could monitor my condition. Later that day, Minako came to visit me in the hospital.
Masaru, are you okay? Oh my god, you don't look like you're okay. I'm so sorry. About my dad.
Yeah, what happened to your dad after that?
He was arrested by the police.
Oh, okay. We spoke for a while, but all of a sudden...
I'm sorry, I think I'm gonna go home. Message me if there's anything you need. I'll come back to visit you.
Yeah, but that was the last time Minako ever came to visit me in the hospital. She didn't come to see me once. I could understand that she must be pretty shocked by what had happened, but I was troubled by the fact that she didn't care to give me a call or check up on me. Hey, Masaru! Hey, thanks for coming to see me. My best friend had come to see how I was doing. He knew Minako, and the three of us had gone out to have dinner before. We were that close. Masaru, has Minako been here to visit you lately? No, I think she's pretty shocked by what her dad did. Her mom had been visiting me every day, though. Why? I wished I had never asked. He explained the reason for his question, and I couldn't believe his reply. I've got to know if it's true. Hey, can I ask you a favor? I want you to... I went to visit Minako in her parents' house the day that I was discharged from the hospital. Minako, it's good to see you. It's been a while.
Yeah, long time no see, Masaru.
What's up? You're acting like a total stranger.
I want to break up. I don't want to make any more trouble for you and your family because of my dad.
Wait a minute. I agree that he was a real nuisance, but that's got nothing to do with you. I don't blame you at all.
I'm just tired of all this. I can't be with you.
Then can you explain this? I pulled out the photos I had gotten from the private detective I had hired and slammed them down on the table. The other day, when my best friend had come to visit me, he told me that he had seen someone who looked like Minako holding hands with some guy he didn't know. I wanted to know if it really was Minako that he had seen, and hired an investigator to look into what she had been up to while I was in the hospital.
What? What is this?
It's your affair, isn't it? You decided to skip to plan B because I'm not as handsome as I used to be with all these scars on my face. Am I right? The man in the photographs was pretty tall and had a handsome face. He could easily pass as a model. I guess everything you said to your dad really was the only reason why you were with me. Minako must have realized that she couldn't make any more excuses because her attitude changed by 180 degrees.
So what? What's so bad about me having standards about what kind of guy I want to go out with? Why should I have to stay with someone as ugly as you are? I'm not doing anything wrong.
I'm your fiancé. I'm amazed you can actually say that to me. And in the first place, it's your dad's fault that I have these scars.
Yeah, it was my dad, not me. You said it yourself. Besides, my new boyfriend has more money since he works in an IT company. It sounds much better than being married to a factory worker. I'm canceling the engagement. It's over.
So all you care about is looks and money? Ha! Fine. If he's so rich, then I guess he can help you pay me my compensation for having an affair.
We're not married yet, so it doesn't count as an affair. I was just cheating on you. I don't have to pay you anything.
I knew it. You don't know a single thing about the law, do you? I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Listen up, Minako. Once two people are engaged, any sexual relationship you have with someone other than your fiancé, me, counts as an affair. Pay up!
What?
Also, I heard that your perfect boyfriend is already married. It's obvious that he's just messing around with you on the side.
What? You're kidding.
Nope. You're gonna owe me and his wife compensation. And we already booked and paid for the venue and wedding rings last week. So you're gonna have to cover the cancel fees all on your own. Good luck.
What? Oh, wait, I take it back. I take it all back. I still love you, Masaru. I just couldn't get over how much your face changed, that's all. But you can always fix it up with plastic surgery. There must be a way to remake your nose and hide all the scars you've got. You don't have to worry. I was just surprised by the way you looked after you got your stitches. But it's going to be okay, I promise.
I don't know how many times I look back over our time together after receiving the photos of Minako and her lover from the private detective. We had a lot of fun times together, and I wanted to believe that the woman in those photos was just a doppelganger. I didn't want it to be Minako, but all of the things she had said to me after I had showed her the evidence I had gotten had sent everything up in flames. I couldn't be with her anymore. You're crazy if you think I'm gonna fall for that. Too bad I don't love you anymore.
Wait a second, Masaru. I don't have that kind of money.
I don't give a crap! After that, I spoke to my lawyer, and I heard that Minako had started working part-time jobs day and night in order to pay off the compensation she owed me. Apparently, she's barely slept since we broke up, but as far as I'm concerned, it's all her own fault. As for her dad, he probably would have ended up behind bars if my condition had been more critical, or if I'd ended up hitting my head the wrong way and died from brain damage. But luckily for him, he got away with just paying a fine and lost his job at the major company he was so proud of. I'll bet he's going to have a hard time in the future after losing such a large part of his savings. And also, it turns out that he and Minako's mom got a divorce. To be more precise, I heard that she walked out on him and never came back. He'd been looking down on my dad for being a divorcee. So it's hilarious thinking about how he must feel to be put in the same situation, and I wish I could have seen his reaction in person. I'm currently with a new girlfriend who doesn't care about the fact that my nose is crooked or that I've got scars on my face. She doesn't care about the way I look and loves me for who I am inside. I've already met her parents, and I was relieved to see that her dad was a really nice, welcoming man. I hope that everything goes well this time, after all the trouble I've been through.
Here I am, Kazuma, sweetheart. What's wrong? I wanna cry too. My name is Yuko and I'm 28 years old. I'm currently on childcare leave to raise my baby son, Kazuma. It's my first time raising a child and every day is so hectic. I wonder if you're sleepy, sweetheart. As I rocked Kazuma gently while holding him on this occasion, he gradually stopped crying and fell asleep. Phew! So as to not wake him up, I gently lay him down on the mat. He's really the cutest when he's sleeping. So innocent. Recently he's been crawling and standing up too, and I can't take my eyes off him. I looked at my watch and found the time to be almost 6 p.m. This late already? I have to prepare dinner. I prepare dinner in the kitchen, and by the way, it's a kitchen with a counter, so I can easily check up on Kazuma sleeping from where I cook. I guess I have to be careful not to make too much noise. I start cooking when...
I'm home!
My husband, Kento, who is 2 years older than me, comes home and slams the door shut. Then he opened the door to the living room from the hallway and came in loudly.
I'm hungry.
Honey, I always tell you to be quiet when you come home. I proceeded to lull Kazuma to sleep again.
Sleeping today again? Must be so nice being a baby. So carefree.
It's their job for now, after all.
I sure want to get paid just to sleep. For real. Well, where's dinner?
It isn't ready yet.
What? Why is that, woman? Think about the timing of when the master of the house, me, will come back.
I was taking care of Kazuma all day, Kento. It can't be helped. It's not set like your work, you know? It's so erratic and my schedule's so irregular.
No, you're on childcare leave, aren't you? You're at home all day, every day, so you can do that much at least, right? More importantly, this house is such a mess.
Again, I was busy with Kazuma, and I didn't have time to clean it up. Kazuma makes it messy right away anyhow.
That's because you're not watching him enough.
Look, Kento, treating all of children's actions as bad? I wonder if that's optimal for their education. I let our son do anything he wants as long as it isn't dangerous and doesn't bother other people. Rummaging through things, taking out Kleenex, among other things, is always a learning experience for kids.
You really think you can use children as an excuse every time, huh? You say you don't allow him to bother other people, but here I am feeling bothered. I come home tired from work and the house is this state? I can't get my much-needed rest.
Ugh. My husband, Kento, has old-fashioned ideas, but he seems to be a big supporter of women working and providing for the family. After all, after doing the housework and childcare, and she makes some money, doesn't she? All good things about that, right? It wasn't like this right after Kazuma was born, though. When Kazuma was first born, his father was borderline inseparable from him. He was busy with him every day, feeding him milk, giving him baths, and he was very active in childcare, but that ended after a month. At first, I thought he was too tired from work to do all that he used to, but it turns out that isn't the case. When he gets home every day, he plays video games, watches anime and sitcoms, and enjoys his own free time. Perhaps he realized how hard childcare is in just a month, for he didn't even help me thereafter and just ran away to his sanctuary. That's unbelievable! If anyone knew how hard it was, they would help!
Could you shake a leg with the dinner?
Yes, of course. Go on and take a bath first. I'm gonna make Kazuma's food too, so it'll take a little time.
What? For baby food, use the frozen stuff we have in the freezer.
I use it when I've been out all day or when it's especially difficult, but I want to make it as much as possible. And Kazuma likes homemade food so much more than frozen food, and I want him to eat healthy things.
Ha! Why can't he just eat it without being picky? Who does he think is giving him food to live, eh?
That's not something you say to a toddler. Kento went to take a bath, grumbling to himself. What's going on with you? My dissatisfaction with Kento was building up, and it looked like it was going to have a big explosion eventually. Ah, yes, let's get a little revenge. I made Kazuma's baby food and our dinner, consisting of salad, fried vegetables, and miso soup. When I finished making dinner, Kento just came out of the bath.
Baths are the best. Today was the perfect cypress bath.
Ever since Kazuma was born, I don't get the privilege of having baths anymore. Dinner is ready. I'll feed Kazuma now.
Alright.
Kento was watching TV and nibbling at his food. He didn't even say bon appetit or thank you to me. And the fact he was eating it without seeming to taste it was such an annoying feeling.
What the? Wait, is that carrot?
I mean, it's stir-fried vegetables, so it's not weird that it's in there, is it?
But you know I despise carrots, right?
Oh, do you really? But you told Kazuma not to be picky about what he likes and dislikes, so I have to show him how to eat it like a father, right?
Look, I'm the exception. It's the money I make that buys the food. Why are you doing something like this?
Then why don't you make your own meals, honey? I don't every day, of course, but even I have hard times and I can't make the food you like. Won't you help out even just a little?
Don't you get so cocky as a full-time housewife. You can't survive without my salary anyway.
How could you say things like that? I'm not alone in the house, lest we forget. We have Kazuma. He's our son. Why the hell wouldn't we raise him together?
That's how the system works, Yuko. I get my ass in an office of work to bring home the bacon, and you do the housework and childcare. What's wrong with that?
Listen here.
Ugh, disgusting. The taste of carrots lingers in my mouth. This is the worst.
Humph, suits you right. Sorry, sweetheart. Here, open up.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! I can't freaking relax in my own house after I'm so tired after a hard day at work? Ugh, screw this, I'm leaving.
Do what you want. And so, Kento left the house. I'm sorry, Kazuma, darling.
Mama!
Kazuma, being as innocent as he is, had no clue what was going on as he focused on eating. I don't know if Kento had gone out drinking that night, but he didn't come home even when midnight came and went. I'm a bit worried, but it'll be a drag afterward if I contact him first. Well, no matter, I'll go to bed. Tomorrow is a holiday and Kento doesn't have to work either. And the next day when I woke up, he wasn't there. Might he have been involved in some kind of incident? I was worried about the worst case scenario, so I went and contacted him. Where are you?
Somewhere.
That isn't a proper answer. When are you coming home?
Sunday night.
Wait, Sunday night? So I'll be doing shit alone until then? That is what I thought at first, but I was always working alone, whether Kento was home or not. At least I was able to confirm that he was alive, so I'll call it a day. Oh, I know, I'll invite Mitsuki. I contacted my younger brother Mitsuki, and he seemed to be free right around that time, and he came to my house an hour later.
Don't mind if I do.
Welcome, I'll prepare some tea.
Yeah!
Ah, Kazuma, you've grown quite a bit again.
Yeah!
Kazuma adored his uncle Mitsuki. My brother also loves children and often plays together with Kazuma. I invited you over, dude, but don't you have a girlfriend or something to worry about?
If I did, sis, I wouldn't be here right now. If I did, I'd be clinging to her for real.
Sorry.
Nah, I'm half joking. Even if I did have a girlfriend, I'd still want to come and see Kazuma.
You really will be the best husband, won't you?
Really?
So, don't you meet anyone? You only have your looks about you, don't you?
What do you mean by only? To answer your question, yes, I do meet people.
Really? What kind of girl is she? Where did you meet her?
I met her on a dating app.
Ah, one with the times, I see.
You've gotten old, sis. But I only went on a date with that girl, and that was it for now.
Oh, so you got dumped?
How rude! It was our first date, and we just had lunch that day. I didn't confess or anything, but she was really attractive, so I thought maybe I could be together with her.
Interesting. I might be curious about her looks.
Hold up a second.
Mitsuki opened the dating app and showed me her profile picture. Miss Irie, is it? Damn, she's definitely cute, I have to say.
Right? At least her face is nice.
This coming from you? Wait, what do you mean at least? Her looks are good for sure, but her personality?
Actually, I told a friend of mine that I'd gone on a date.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I showed him her profile picture, just like I did now. And he told me that he'd also gone on a date with her just 3 days ago.
What? Is that even goddamn possible? Do all girls these days do that sort of thing?
I don't think every girl does it. But I was surprised anyway. It wasn't cheating or anything, so it's fine, but I started to dislike Irie thanks to his confession.
What is that? Jealousy?
Come now, stop it. No, Irie said that it had been a long time since she last dated a guy, and she only met me on that dating app. I really can't stand girls who would lie like that.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing a girl hopping from guy to guy would say. So you haven't been in contact since then?
Yeah, she does send messages to me every now and then, but I ignore them all. And by the way,
My friend doesn't get messages from her anymore.
So it seems she's taken more of a liking to Mitsuki.
And that concludes the recent love life of Mitsuki the Mighty.
Sounds nice.
By the way, Kento said he wouldn't be here until Sunday, right? Is he on a trip somewhere?
I don't know, honestly.
You don't know?
So actually, I told Mitsuki about what happened the day before.
What? If only you'd consulted me sooner.
It would have been awesome, but I was pretty busy, and I began to think that's normal for a lot of couples.
This is very surprising. Kazuma's so cute, and he doesn't care much, no matter what you do to him. Who wouldn't want to be with him all day, every day?
You're so good. You'll definitely be a good husband.
But sis, are you sure Kento's the one for you?
The one for me. Are you talking about divorce?
Yes, because it wasn't just yesterday, was it? It's probably been like this for the past few months. And it's going to get harder and harder to have children from now on, and I'm worried about you.
Thank you.
If you do decide to get divorced, it might be hard for you, but I'll support you. And I'm sure Mom will come over from all the way home to help out. And I'm assuming you'll start with your job eventually, right?
Well, yeah. For those wondering, I'm a programmer at a successful IT company. I actually make more than Kento per year, and because of my decent salary, supporting Kazuma won't be an issue. It's true that it would be better for Kazuma to have more savings for his future, but if he lived together with his father, he might not be raised in a good home environment even if he was financially secure.
I'm not saying you should act right now, but I think it's a good idea to think about that option seriously.
I agree.
I would never marry you, my sister, but I'd be happy to be Kazuma's father for real.
Mickey!
What? You just called me my name, didn't you? You said Mickey, didn't you? You didn't mean that stupid mouse, did you?
That stupid mouse. He called you Mitsuki, dude. That's amazing, Kazuma darling. Mitsuki stayed over at my house and left around noon on Sunday. I think Mitsuki helped me feel a lot more refreshed. I was able to take care of the house, and for the first time in a while, I feel so good with my life. I made dinner early for Kento, who's coming home on Sunday night. To be honest, I am actually thinking about divorce, but I think it would be better to have a conversation about it at least once. I waited for him to come home, but he didn't. The next morning, Kento came back for a moment.
Please, get my suit. I'll be late for the train.
Huh? I went and got the clothes Kento always wore to work. Here.
Slowpoke! If I'm late for the train, it's your fault. I'll leave my jacket because it's in the way. Hang it in my room. See ya.
Then he hurriedly left. What? He speaks to me in a commanding tone and tells me he's holding me responsible if he's late? It's 120% your damn fault. I can't do this anymore. There's no way we'll make peace. And you come home in the morning? No, it was ridiculous that you didn't come home on Friday night in the first place. I took his jacket and went to Kento's room. I didn't really want to take it, but it would be in the way if it was left at the entrance, right? Huh? I can smell a faint aroma. Is that perfume? Neither Kento nor I wear perfume on a daily basis. A hair? There was a long brown hair on the jacket. Kento and I both have black hair, and I had short hair. Does this mean he's having an affair? No, there's a theory that he'd gone to a cabaret club. More importantly, while I was working hard raising my son, I wouldn't like it if he said he went to a cabaret club. Anyway, there's no doubt he was with a woman, so I'll gather some evidence. I searched for evidence of infidelity on the internet. I see, checking his phone might be the quickest way. I know a lock number on Kento's phone, actually. Before Kazuma was born, my phone suddenly malfunctioned. I had to borrow my husband's phone until the new one I'd bought arrived, and he told me the number then. I hope he didn't change it. But knowing Kento, I wouldn't be surprised if he forgot he told me altogether. I guess I have to make dinner early tonight so I can have a look while he's in the bath. I started preparing dinner in the afternoon so I could take care of Kazuma should the need arise.
I'm back.
Welcome home.
Dinner's... so you have it ready today.
Who do you think you are? Yes, let's eat, now. Kento was eating while watching TV as usual. He didn't care about Kazuma and I at all. By the way, where'd you go last weekend?
This way and that.
This way and that, meaning?
None of your damn business.
No matter, Jesus. I was just wondering how you were spending your time.
Nothing special. I was just hanging out with friends.
I see. Wait, did Kento have any friends though? I've never really heard much about Kento having friends. We got married because we were pregnant, and we didn't have time to hold a wedding ceremony, nor did we get a chance to celebrate with our friends. Who cares anyway?
Anyway, how have you been spending your time? Don't tell me you brought a guy home, eh?
I wouldn't do something stupid like that, unlike someone else. Mitsuki was here. It was a relief to have Kazuma play with him for a while. Even though he's only my little brother, he's going to be a great dad, unlike someone else.
Little brother complex.
Listen here.
Alright, I'm gonna take a bath. There's my favorite sitcom tonight.
The moment I've been waiting for. Kento headed for the bath. Kazuma must have understood what I wanted to do, for he was just sleeping in at a time he normally doesn't. My son? Boy genius? No time for saying stuff like that. You go, dear. I have to look quickly. I picked up Kento's phone that was left on the sofa. Wait, does leaving it on the sofa mean he doesn't have anything to hide? If he does, he'd most likely take the smartphone to the bathroom, but oh well, lucky for me. I inserted the code, and lo and behold, luckily for me, nothing had changed. Hell yeah, I have to look quickly. I checked his emails, messages, and call history, but there was nothing suspicious. Maybe he deleted them all? I guess it's hard to tell just from looking through a phone. I closed the photo folder and looked at the home screen, and something caught my eye. What? Isn't this the dating app that Mitsuki had installed? If my brother hadn't shown it to me, I would have closed it without knowing. Surely. I tapped on the dating app and looked inside, and there were repeated messages of one woman. What the hell is this? There were a lot of creepy messages like, "Thank you for last night, you were so gorgeous. I had the best night. I want to hold you again and again," among so many more. Every single one of the messages was disgusting. Not to mention the fact that while most were exchanged recently, it's been going on for quite a while now. He'd been going to a lot of company drinking parties for a while now, and he'd come home late sometimes. He works in sales, so I assumed it was normal to have to entertain clients, but I never would have imagined he'd be having an affair. Capture the evidence with my phone. Check. The most recent ones were from yesterday then? Just as I thought. And there were a string of putrid messages like, "You're the best. I'm destined to be with you, Kento," and so on and so forth. But there was one more thing that surprised me. Wait, isn't this girl the one and only Airi? I looked at her profile picture, and it was the same as the screen Mitsuki showed me the other day. Oh, damn! Wait, does this mean I can meet her if I ask Mitsuki? Is this the silver lining amidst the darkness? I have evidence now, so if I ask a lawyer, I can claim alimony, but I don't want to end everything with just that procedure alone. I'll tell them to their faces. I contacted Mitsuki right away and asked him to meet Airi on the weekend. Mitsuki contacted Airi right away. But if she still thinks of Kento as her soulmate, maybe Mitsuki would be a lost cause.
Airi replied immediately, sis. Yep, Sunday's okay, and we're meeting then.
So I can meet her? I heard the bathroom door open, so I put his phone back in its original place.
And now, a beer after the bath.
Hey, let's go somewhere next Sunday.
Ah,
We could go to barbecue or whatever. I'll pay for it all from my savings. Please. It'll be the first time in a while for the three of us.
wait a minute.
Kento, who loves barbecue, was completely lured by the idea of free food. Kento looked at his phone without saying a word. He was probably checking any last-minute messages.
Sure.
Let's go! Then I decided the time and place to meet up with Mitsuki, and the big day arrived.
I want to hurry up and eat some meat.
Now, our reservation's in an hour. I pretended to be shopping as we waited for the reservation, and showed up at the meeting place. Oh, what the? Mitsuki?
Oh, hey, sis. What?
What?
Wait, what's wrong, honey?
Oh, nothing. What a coincidence.
I'm so surprised. So, are you out on a date? Aw, that's my boy. God, she's cute, isn't she, Kento? What's the matter?
No, nothing.
Are you surprised to meet Airi here? Do you feel like it's fate?
What? Why does this old woman know my name?
I'm not an old woman. I'm just 3 years older than you. Of course. I know the name of the woman my husband is having an affair with.
What? I would never.
It's pointless, honey. I'm sorry. I looked at your phone.
How dare you look?
Oh, shut up. You're having an affair and yet you have the balls to say something like that, hey? Anyway, we have no choice but to divorce. I'll talk to a lawyer about it, so this is the end, I suppose.
Ah, Mr. Kento, sir. Are you so shocked? Irie said you were the one she was destined to be with, but you found me on a date with her.
You little...
Well, wait a minute. I'm really in love with you, Kento. But Mitsuki said he wanted to see me, and I thought I'd allow him one more chance. How could I say no? He can't help but find me cute.
Nah, that ain't true.
Anyway, I don't need you anymore. I just played around with you because you're good looking.
Yeah. I'm glad I was able to lure you out today because of my pretty face. All's well that ends well.
Well then, honey, you'll have to pay child support too, you know.
Why should I?
He's your child, so of course you have to do your part. And also, I'll charge you a lot of alimony too.
You've been living off my salary up until now, right?
So?
So it's ridiculous for me to pay.
And who cooked the food? Who cleaned the house? Who took care of the baby? I did absolutely everything. You wouldn't have been able to survive without me. It's fine, Kento. Stop barking at this old lady. I'm not an old lady. You just want money, right? No worries. I shall pay for it. If it can be solved with money alone, it's not an expensive price to pay. My dad is a company president after all. Well, if you pay for it, I don't care. But I just have to ask, what's so good about a man who cheats on women and has a sloppy lifestyle, huh? Well, it's gonna be wild. And he promised me that he wouldn't do that again after he met me. Right, darling?
Of course. You're my one and only, Irie.
Ugh. I'll get a lawyer to take care of the rest. Also, you'll be living with Irie starting today, and I'll send your bigger belongings to you since I kind of have no choice. Just when Mitsuki and I were about to leave, Kento grabbed my arm. What?
Let's go to that barbecue before we break up at least.
Is your brain soft as porridge or is it hard as a brick? I never intended to go with you in the first place. The reservation was going to go for Mitsuki.
Thanks to you, Mr. Kento, I can eat some delicious barbecue.
And the next day, I filed for divorce. Phew, I'm a single mother now, but I have to work hard from now on. And it's been 6 months since I returned to work. Oh, looks like the child support this month hasn't been paid yet. Just as I was thinking that, I got a call from Kento. What?
Let's start over, honey. Starting today, there will be no child support.
Hell no, just pay up or you'll regret it.
Please do something about that.
Why? Didn't you marry Irie after our little fiasco?
That bitch is a big spendthrift, and we even got into debt now.
And you have a father-in-law who's a company president, right?
About that.
To recap what Kento told me, it goes like this. Daddy, give me some money.
You've got to be kidding me. You got married, didn't you?
I know, but...
I'm sorry, Mr. Takeda. Please lend us some assistance.
Son, you told me before that you had an old-fashioned idea that women should do housework and raise children.
Well, yes. Is that not the norm, sir?
Then I shall go along with that old-fashioned idea. I've already married my daughter off to you. Our family has nothing to do with you now. You do something as a family now. However, aren't you the breadwinner of the family? Men are the ones who bring home the bacon, aren't they? Anyway, you better not show your faces to us ever again. I've paid your alimony for you. Consider that your severance pay. Don't ever come here again. Ah!
Daddy, I'm breaking up with this guy then.
You can break up, but don't come back to this house. Right? Terrible, right?
It's not terrible at all. What's terrible is your neuron activation, that blockhead of yours.
Please help me, honey. I'm struggling to pay the bills and the compensation. I pretended to be single after all.
He'd been getting demands for compensation from multiple women after he went on saying he was single on that dating app. I think they only discovered the truth that he was already married when I sued them all for having affairs with him. I see. Now that you're single, why don't you start again? Then I hung up the phone. I wonder if someday I'll use a dating app too. Mama! No matter what, I want to find a man who loves me and Kazuma. I really hope fate will bless me with a wonderful encounter soon.
Oh, did the package arrive already? My, the postal service is so fast these days.
Why are you so carefree? Why would you send us this garbage?
Garbage? You know it's your fault, right?
Huh?
I got a call from Shoichi yesterday. You said that you don't like to cook, but you won't accept defeat and admit it.
Nice to meet you guys. I'm Ryoko, and I'm a mother of a 5-year-old daughter. Character-themed lunchboxes have become popular at kindergarten recently, and my daughter Tsubaki has been asking for her own creations. And so, I've been poring over recipe books and trying my best. Are ingredients of this color truly tasty though? Strangely enough, even if the color of each small part of the lunchbox doesn't seem appetizing, if you arrange everything to look like a certain character, it will always look delicious. I realized the fun of making character-themed lunchboxes, and before I knew it, I was hooked.
Terrible!
Yummy!
Jeez, Shoichi, you never stop complaining, do you? My husband, Shoichi, has been complaining about my cooking ever since we got married.
My mother's fried chicken is 100 times better, you know? You're a full-time housewife. You better practice your recipes.
I've done a fair bit of research though. This fried chicken is crispier than it used to be.
What? Are you seriously satisfied with this? That's why you're not getting better.
Excuse me? Whenever we saw each other, we fought. To be honest, I want to get a divorce soon.
But Mommy, your cute character lunches are amazing!
It was always Tsubaki who stopped us from fighting. Children are the glue that hold a family together. Indeed. If it was always like this, it would be enough. But Shoichi seems to be in a particularly bad mood today.
Cute character lunches? That's just a game. I'm talking about serious cooking.
Shoichi's mother is actually a famous culinary researcher. Growing up eating the food of such a great cook, Shoichi is extremely particular about food.
Didn't you learn not to play around with food and ingredients?
I'm not playing around. I'm trying to make it so Tsubaki can enjoy it even more.
Ha! Don't blame your daughter for your own poor cooking skills, woman.
I see how it is. Then I'll start making dinner for you starting tomorrow.
What? But that's a different story.
No, it's one and the same, Shoichi. If you complain anymore, I'll even go on and confiscate the fried chicken in front of you.
Damn it! One day I'll make you suffer!
Yes, he even says something like that. But Shoichi is frankly quite chicken-hearted and is useless in most aspects of life. I frankly just thought as long as he can earn a living, all is well. However, on this occasion, little did I know I would get an unexpected backlash. Yes? Oh, a delivery? I wonder what it is. What the hell? In front of the entrance one day, I found a cardboard box with a horribly foul smell. I held my nose as to not poison myself with the stench and checked who sent it, and I was surprised to find the name of my mother-in-law. Mrs. Takeda? What on earth did you send me? I opened the box to find rotten potatoes, pickled plums, which only God knows how old they are, and meat infested with mold. It contained other various ingredients, and all of them were rotten, and I could not think they were edible in the slightest. What the hell is this person thinking? I called her in a rage, and I could immediately hear just how freaking cocky she was, for she said it in a sing-song voice. Oh, did the package arrive already? My, the postal service is so fast these days. Why are you so carefree? Why would you send us this garbage? Garbage? You know it's your fault, right? Huh? I got a call from Shoichi yesterday. He said that you don't like to cook, but you won't accept defeat and admit it. Excuse me? And you even go so far as to do something unorthodox like making character-themed lunchboxes. That's why I sent you ingredients that are suitable to your current cooking skills, hoping that you'll eventually become a good cook. Are you saying that my cooking is the same as food waste rotting in a trash bin? But I sent you fresh ingredients, but maybe they went bad while they were getting delivered. I'll be careful next time. Again with that big... Wait, next time? Of course. If you use those ingredients, they'll be gone by the next week, right? I'll send more your way every week. No way! Oh, that's right. I'm sending those ingredients so you can practice cooking, so you should eat them by yourself, okay, Ryoko? I must be off. What? Hey, Mrs. Takeda! I rushed over to Shoichi when he came home from work to interrogate him about it, but he laughed and said this, ignoring my anger.
I think you should be thankful to Mom for thinking of you so that you could improve your cooking skills.
Huh? You sure got a lot of damn moxie to say that in front of all this garbage.
Preparing this much food is a big deal, you know. Don't make her acts of kindness go to waste.
I'm throwing this away!
And I forbid it!
And why is that?
Because I will never forgive anyone for throwing away perfectly good food. Such a sacrilegious thing.
Intentionally letting it rot before sending it my way is much more sacrilegious.
Shut up! Shut up! I'm the breadwinner of this family, so just shut up and do as I say, woman!
I felt that I was in grave danger, and it was frustrating. but I simply had no other choice.
Mommy, I don't like the smell.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. I'll do something about this.
Ha! It's your fault for not having the proper cooking skills. It's actually a good thing.
I truly didn't know what to do with this bastard anymore. After I took Tsubaki to the nursery school, I was walking down the street not knowing what to do. My head was full of empty ideas and dead ends of what to do with the rotten food. I was walking along when I heard a familiar voice. It was Mr. Haruhiko, who lives nearby. Mr. Haruhiko and his lovely wife run a cafe together, and Mrs. Tenko takes good care of me, so much so that I learned how to make sweets from her.
Oh my word, if it isn't the lovely dear Ryoko. And I behold a troubled look in the eye, dear. What's wrong?
Oh?
I know you well enough to know when you aren't your usual ray of sunshine, dear. Something must be up.
There are a few things going on, actually.
If you don't mind, perhaps I could be of assistance?
Are you sure, sir?
If you're okay with an old codger like myself to listen to you, I'm all for it.
And so I exposed all the ways my mother-in-law and husband treated me. And Mr. Haruhiko was furious.
Christ forbid! What a scandalous thing to do for a cooking expert to give her daughter-in-law rotten food!
It's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Yes, I don't think she's sane in the slightest!
What on earth should I do?
If I were you, I would just let them eat something like that.
What?
If they use food as a tool to bully a daughter-in-law, it's definitely best to make them learn their lesson.
I understand. I'll give it a try. With Mr. Haruhiko's encouragement, I decided from that day on, all of Shoichi's meals would be made with the food sent from his mother.
What the hell is this?
What are you on about? It's ginger glazed pork.
What the frick is with this color? Are you seriously planning to make me eat something like this?
Yeah, that's right.
Bon appetit.
Yours and Tsubaki's are normal. I'll bet $1,000,000 you tampered with mine.
No, I didn't. I actually put a lot more effort into making your meals, Shoichi.
The hell?
You told me that if I don't improve my cooking skills, your mother will just keep sending me garbage. So I was hoping you'd acknowledge that I've improved using those same ingredients that she sent me.
Don't frame the argument!
Enough out of you!
Ah!
Should I sneak some rotten potatoes into your miso soup, honey?
Would you really do something so cruel?
I could prepare some pickled plums and sprinkle them on top of the rice in your lunchboxes, even if you don't know how old they are, you know?
You goddamn criminal! I won't allow this!
Yes, you don't have to allow it. Just eat it all, okay? I'm not confident about the taste, since I am a terrible cook.
God damn it!
As long as Shoichi doesn't acknowledge my cooking skills, I intend to keep doing this for the rest of my life. Of course, he might collapse along the way, but tell me, do I have another choice? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Maybe you should sign this?
What the hell? Wait, life insurance?
It's not like we know if there'll be a terrible accident, right? So I want us to take out insurance just to be on the safe side.
She's serious. This bitch is serious!
If you understand, please sign quickly.
Why do I have to go through all this?
But he still doesn't seem to want to give up. For a moment, I wondered if I am really not a good cook whatsoever. But Tsubaki eats it with the biggest smile on her face. And I've also had Mr. Haruhiko-san and Mrs. Tenko try my cooking, and they both liked it quite genuinely.
Damn it, damn it, damn it!
It's just that this guy's palate is out of whack.
This is freaking outrageous!
If you have a problem with this, make your dinner yourself.
Shit!
I finally managed to get the stubborn donkey to obey me. However, the problem was his mother. What with my husband's pride in food rendering him powerless in this, she would continue sending us rotten ingredients every week. Think, Ryoko, think. I thought about it quite a bit the whole night, and I decided it would be quicker to go to her directly. I decided to call my mother-in-law again. Mrs. Takeda, please don't send any more ingredients. What now? Are you going to waste my efforts for you? Thank you, it's a nuisance. No, drop the thank you, it's just a nuisance. If you send any more, our house will permanently have a weird stench. Then you should all come live with us. Then there will be no need to send any more then. What? I was surprised. You blatantly harassed me like this, and now you demand that I live together with you? The goddamn balls on this bitch. You only come home for New Year's and Obon, dear. I finally have a grandchild after all this time, and I'm frankly a little lonely. My mother-in-law couldn't hide her laughter. Don't tell me that's why you're doing this. Perish the thought. You know full well I send all these ingredients 100% for you and your life to improve. I see. I understand. If that's how you want to play this game, I have an idea myself. Humph. Spill it. So actually, all the ingredients that you're sending, yes, the rotten food you're sending us, Shoichi is eating it all. What? Mrs. Takeda was shocked. Of course she would be. To feed someone something like that is absolutely insane. How could you? Because you sent all those ingredients my way because they're worthy of my cooking skills, as far as you're concerned. Well, how could I know if I am getting better if I have such abysmal judgment? There's no way I can taste it, right? What are you saying? That's why I have Shoichi give me feedback. He's the son of a cooking expert after all, so I'm sure he's quite picky about taste. How could you do something like... But he still doesn't admit it's delicious. And I know that if I don't get better at cooking, I'll just be sent more garbage every week. No, please. So that's why I thought, I guess I'll just have to get you to taste it too. Huh? My mother-in-law's deflated response brought a smile to my lips. Of course it did. She never would have expected me to point the gun at her as I did. Think about it, ma'am. If you, a professional culinary researcher, doesn't check if my cooking is getting better over time, I'll never get better at cooking for your son. So I'm going to rely on you, Mrs. Takeda. Rely on me? I'll send you my homemade food every week. Of course the cooking will be made with the ingredients you gave me. No, don't do that. Oh, and by the way, it smells so bad that I contacted your husband so that he wouldn't mistake it for trash and throw it all away. I'm sending it to you, Mrs. Takeda, but he might eat some of that food too, actually. Don't tell me you're trying to get him involved. He was so happy, you know? He said that thanks to you reaching out to me, he's finally confident to be on good terms with you. Shit! For now, your gifts are enough to last about a month, so I'll keep giving them until I've used them all up, understood? I get it. I surrender. I let Shoichi eat normal food again on the condition that his mother doesn't send any more rotten food.
Delicious. So delicious.
If you really think so, you should have said so from the beginning. And just like that, I was able to stop Mrs. Takeda's spiteful presence from arriving at my doorstep. However, once a trench has been created in people's trust, it can never be filled again, and I was about to make them understand this the hard way. Oh, welcome home! Welcome home!
Shut up with your welcome home. What was with today's lunch, eh?
What? It was just a regular lunch.
You're lying. Blue and purple horse shit. It wasn't food no matter how you looked at it.
But you ate it all up. Good boy, good boy.
Enough with the lies. You haven't received any ingredients from Mom in a while. Her bullying must have stopped.
I wonder though.
What?
She might actually be sending me something secretly without you knowing.
No way.
I told you I'd do the same thing again if your mother sent me any more rotten ingredients, didn't I?
No way. Where is it?
Shoichi searched desperately around the house, but there was no way he could find anything. The reason being, you ask? Well, the ingredients in Shoichi's lunchbox were all in my daughter's lunchbox, meaning it was proper food. But I leave the coloring in his lunch to make the food look like absolute dog shit. Even though Shoichi's lunchbox was still the worst, he would still feel a sense of duty to finish everything that was served to him. He was pretty overwhelmed.
So next, a meeting on the third floor. This third floor.
Finally, Shoichi collapsed at work. I received a call from his workplace and headed to the hospital. There was my mother-in-law and father-in-law standing before me in the hospital. As soon as they saw me, they came rushing over and started yelling at me. Hey, what did you do to Shoichi?
That's right! What on earth is going on here?
I don't understand what you're talking about. I tried to calm them down and encourage them to talk like proper adults, but my mother-in-law turned red and started chastising me. The doctors told me from his workplace that Shoichi had a stomach ache and collapsed. You must have fed him something rotten.
My son is a strong young man, so you must have fed him something expired.
The two of them were screaming and yelling, but I simply said calmly, "No, folks, the whole family eats the same food, fair and square. I even take pictures every day, so I have proof." I showed them pictures of the meals we eat every day. My father-in-law seemed to understand, but Mrs. Takeda was a different story. Of course it was. She knew exactly what she did in the past. "You say all that, but you must have tampered with his food regardless."
Hey, no need to jump to conclusions like that.
No, sir, it's not surprising that she would be so suspicious, considering the fact that she made us eat rotten food in the past.
What?
I explained everything that had happened up until that point, including the photographic evidence of the ingredients that my mother-in-law had sent me. As he understood what I was talking about, my father-in-law's face turned more and more pale.
What in the actual hell?
So, it was all your wife's fault in the first place, sir. But your personality is pretty atrocious, too. While we were talking as such in the hospital room, Shoichi woke up.
Where am I?
Shoichi, you're awake.
Wait, I remember. Ryoko made me eat something bad and...
I knew it, so it's your fault after all.
That's right. She puts things that are freaking blue and purple in my lunch every day. I literally can't think of it as food.
So you're the one at fault after all, aren't you, little Miss Villain? My mother-in-law proceeded to glare at me triumphantly. But I said confidently, "Oh, are you talking about your character-themed lunchboxes?" What? Character-themed lunchboxes? You don't know? It's a kind of lunchbox that children will be happy to have for a meal. I showed the three of them pictures of the character-themed lunchboxes I've made so far. Before Mrs. Takeda started sending me ingredients, I made Shoichi and Tsubaki their own lunchboxes. But I thought it might be a bit too much to be considerate after what happened, you see?
No way.
So I just used the same ingredients I used in Tsubaki's lunchboxes in yours, buddy. It's safe and healthy enough for kids to eat and enjoy.
But character-themed lunchboxes are made in the shape of a character, right? My lunchboxes were messy as hell, you know?
But you said those lunchboxes were just for fun, didn't you? And I don't think it's right for a grown adult to bring that kind of thing to work.
Shit.
So, Shoichi merely thought he was being fed something rotten and collapsed because of his mistaken beliefs. The perfect placebo. Once I said that, Shoichi's face turned red and somehow hung his head in bed. It was also obvious that my mother-in-law also didn't know whom to direct her anger.
I'm sorry, dear. My wife and son have caused you so much trouble.
It's all over now, sir, and the hatchet's been buried, as long as they choose wisely.
Choose wisely? Is there something else?
If you vow never to see your granddaughter again, Mrs. Takeda, I can revert to the old system of making Shoichi a separate lunch. No, please? I'm fine either way, you understand? I'm sure Shoichi lost all faith in my cooking, so if things stay this way, he'll probably eat with a pounding heart every day just because the color doesn't look normal.
Mom? Sachiko, give up.
Why did this happen?
Don't you think you ought to be grateful that Ryoko didn't take this to court? Think about your damn position, woman! If that happened, we would have ended up homeless!
As expected of Mr. Takeda, quick to understand and get to the point. Yes, if it had been revealed to the world that my mother-in-law, a nationally famous cooking researcher, featured in media and television, was treating ingredients so poorly, a shitstorm would have been certain. If that happened, no one would probably ever get a decent job again.
You got what you deserve. Just suck it up and accept it.
No, please. In the end, Mrs. Takeda agreed to my conditions. I made Shoichi and his mother sign a contract saying that they wouldn't do anything like this again. It was fine because Mr. Takeda was a nice person with a proper brain, but what would have happened if the whole family had similar ideologies?
Everyone praises your character-themed lunchboxes so much, Mommy.
Really? I'm so happy.
Ah! Character-themed lunchboxes?
Our lives went back to normal. If I had to be honest, though, I feel more comfortable at home.
What's my allowance this month?
Oh, are you going out to play a little?
No, ma'am.
Shoichi has become abnormally frightened, but time will cure this. He has started to listen to me more, and I don't think we'll get divorced anytime soon. Oh, that's right. Tsubaki, darling. Let's take a picture to send to Grandpa, okay?
Yay!
Say cheese! Mr. Takeda is also taking responsibility and vowed that he wouldn't see his granddaughter either. But I'm not Satan. I send Tsubaki's pictures to my father-in-law regularly. He might show it to his wife out of sheer excitement, but I guess I can forgive him that much. Who could it be at this time? Yes, hello? Ryoko, dear, I was so wrong. Please let me see my darling Tsubaki. I refuse. Please. Then you should make what you did public to the world. There's no way I could do that. Then accept the fact you'll never see Tsubaki again. Tsubaki will be sad if you do that, won't she? Tsubaki, do you want to see Grandma?
Grandma garbage? No, thank you.
No, please. If she proves to me she truly regrets everything, I'll forgive her eventually. Well, I guess it depends on our future actions.